Hello students, today we will be dealing with another aspects of bioinformatics, that is the nucleotide databases. In the nucleotide databases, first parameter that we will be dealing, or the first database with bank that we will be looking forward, is the gene bank. The gene bank, it is the part of International Nucleotide Sequence Database collaboration along with the DNA Data Bank of Japan and the European Molecular Biology Laboratories. So I will here now summarize the steps how to browse or retrieve a sequence from the gene bank. So for that, first you need to go to the NCBI, that is the National Center for Biotechnology Information. This is the home page of NCBI. There are two search windows that we can see. On the topmost left part, on the left hand side one window, you have to select the nucleotide in order to retrieve the nucleotide sequence, and to the adjacent search window you can write or type the name of any organism whose nucleotide sequence you are interested to search. You can even write the accession number of an organism whose accession number you are aware of. So here I will be writing an accession number which I have already obtained from the gene bank. Now, this is the result shown after I have typed the accession number. First is the title. This is a sequence of uncultured Alteromona species, clone MAC, and it is a partial rRNA sequence. And this is the accession number. Next, there are other parameters, or this is the report format of the gene bank. So the first is the locus, which is given in form of the accession number. This is the size of that DNA. Here it will represent what kind of nucleotide it is, whether it is a DNA or an RNA. And next it will describe whether it is a linear, circular DNA. So this is a linear DNA. It has been taken from an environmental sample, that's why it has been represented by ENV. If it is obtained from a mammal, then it can be given by MAM. If it is from bacterial source, you can even represent it as BCT. If it is a patented sequences, it is usually represented by PAT. If it is a viral source, then as a virus sequence, it is given by VRT. So these are few words which are represented. Then next, the date that is given here is the date on which the sequence was published. Next, there are few keywords. These are the authors who have worked on the sequence. Next, this is the affiliation where the authors have carried out this work, and this work is not published in any kind of journal. The information related to this sequence, if it is published in any journal, the reference of that journal is given here. Right now it is written unpublished, meaning that this nucleotide sequence or aspect related to this nucleotide sequence has not been published anywhere. Now before going, these are the general details. This was carried out using Sanger's dideoxy sequencing method, the sequence that was obtained. Now important of all is that the sequence that you want to know of the particular organism, it should be always present in the FASTA format. So for that you will go to the FASTA. Here you will get the sequence in the FASTA format. This FASTA format is very essential for any kind of bioinformatics analysis. It can be a sequence alignment, it can be constructing a phylogenetic tree, it can be choosing some primers, or if you want to highlight any features. These all features you can directly access for this particular sequence. On the right hand side you have the options run blast, pick primers, highlight sequence features, find in this sequence. So that's it all about retrieving the sequence from the gene bank. In the similar way, we will be learning about the retrieval of nucleotide sequence from the DDBJ and EMBL in the coming videos. Thank you so much.